Some people repeat the same mistakes again and again and never question it. They lose opportunities, ruin relationships, sabotage progress, yet somehow still believe they're right. Psychology says this isn't bad luck or low intelligence alone. It's a specific mindset. And the most dangerous part? Foolish people almost never realize they're foolish. If this topic makes you slightly uncomfortable, that's a good sign, because awareness is exactly what separates growth from stagnation. One core trait psychology highlights is certainty without reflection. Foolish thinking isn't about lacking information. It's about refusing to doubt oneself. The brain gets addicted to feeling right. When someone protects their opinions more than they seek truth, learning shuts down. Mistakes stop being lessons and turn into habits. The mind chooses comfort over correction, and growth quietly dies there. Another key pattern is emotional reasoning. Foolish people don't think in facts, they think in feelings. If something feels true, it becomes true to them. Psychology shows this bypasses critical thinking entirely. Logic takes effort. Emotion feels effortless, so the brain defaults to what feels good in the moment, even if it causes long-term damage. This is why foolish decisions often feel justified, even while everything falls apart. There's also a strong resistance to feedback. Foolish minds interpret advice as attacks. Correction feels like disrespect. Psychology links this to ego fragility. When self-worth depends on always being right, disagreement feels threatening. Instead of listening, the brain defends. Instead of adapting, it doubles down. And over time, this creates a closed mental loop where nothing new is allowed in. Another revealing sign is short-term thinking. Foolish people prioritize immediate relief over future consequences. They chase quick pleasure, quick validation, quick wins. Psychology explains that this weakens impulse control and future planning. The brain focuses on now, not later. That's why the same patterns repeat: debt, conflict, regret, because the future version of themselves never gets considered. Blame shifting is another major mindset trap. Foolish thinking externalizes responsibility. It's always someone else's fault: the system, the timing, the people. Psychology shows this protects the ego but destroys agency. If nothing is your fault, nothing is in your control. And if nothing is in your control, nothing ever changes. Perhaps the most hidden trait is overconfidence paired with low self-awareness. Foolish people often think they understand more than they do. Psychology calls this a cognitive bias, where ignorance feels like expertise. The less someone knows, the more certain they feel. That false confidence blocks curiosity, and curiosity is the doorway to intelligence. What makes this mindset truly dangerous is invisibility. Foolishness rarely announces itself. It feels normal from the inside. That's why people stay stuck for years, even decades, repeating the same cycles while blaming the world for the results. So, foolish people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never question themselves. Intelligence begins the moment ego steps aside and curiosity steps in. If this made you pause and reflect instead of react, that already puts you ahead. And if you want more psychology videos that quietly expose the patterns controlling most people's lives, subscribe now, because awareness is the first escape.